Hi folks, and welcome back to Meaningful Money. Still here in my field. The sun is trying to come out, so we'll see if it succeeds. We talked last time about how UK financial advice is going to be changed beyond recognition, really. It already is being changed, but the Retail Distribution Review coming into force on the 1st of January 2013 is going to change advice beyond recognition. And my premise last time was that ordinary people who may have gone to a bank or in the past have been served by an insurance man calling at the door, these ordinary people who may not want or be able to afford independent financial planning advice with somebody like me, where are they going to turn? I believe they're going to turn to the internet. And I just want to look this time at 3 tools, the kinds of things which are becoming available, which I think are really exciting. But before we get into that, my friends down here, once again, 7 Investment Management continue to sponsor me here on Meaningful Money, for which I'm extremely grateful. Helps me to keep going. So if people are going to turn online, how's that going to work? Well, I believe in the whole premise of this site really is that financial planning for most people, 80, 90%, maybe even 99% of people, financial planning is dead simple. I'm even writing a book at the moment. I should say I've just started to write a book on that very premise. It's dead simple for most people. Spend less than you earn, put the rest away, invest wisely, and have a plan to work to. That's essentially it. But people are going to be able to do that online, and these 3 sites I'm going to talk to you about now they're none of them the whole thing yet, but they are getting there. So let's crack on. The first one is something called Money Vista. I'll put the address down here. I can't link to it though. YouTube won't let me do that yet. But Money Vista is a UK sort of financial planning site. It is information only at this stage, so a little bit like here on Meaningful Money. So there are all kinds of guides there, sort of information tools there, but you can subscribe to it. It's £8 a month, so fairly nominal. And you can then put in your budget and track your spending as you go along. You can set goals, and sort of work towards them and map your progress towards those goals. It's pretty cool, and it's £8 a month, so cheap, but there's no implementation. So you do all your planning on there, your budgeting and your goal setting, but you can't then click through and arrange your ISA. Say if you've determined that what you need is to put £200 a month into an ISA, there is no way you can do that on the site. You'd need to go somewhere else to do that. And the sort of site that you could do that on is the next one, and that's called Nutmeg. Again, link down here. Nutmeg isn't live yet. It's in sort of private beta at the moment, but it's extremely exciting, I think. It's UK based again, and all it is an investment management service. So there's no planning involved here. You do that on something like Money Vista, right? So what you do is essentially you put in 4 bits of information. You put in your goal, your target amount, how much you want to have in your time scale, say 5 years time, so target amount, time scale, how much you are prepared to budget for it every month, how much you're going to put aside, and then fourthly they will ask you risk tolerance questions, and using those 4 bits of information they will build you an investment portfolio either inside or outside an ISA, using tracker funds, ETFs, which I'm actually going to explain a little bit more about next time, and they put together this portfolio for you. It's a discretionary portfolio, so it's actively managed, rebalanced, which means they make sure that the sort of asset allocation, look back a few videos and find out more about that, stays on track. So you invest, they build the portfolio for you, and it's cheap. It's anywhere between 0.3 and 1% per year annual management charge. So that's it's really good. It's a sort of intelligent investing put together very carefully and cleverly, I think, and the site looks beautiful, but there's no planning. It's just the implementation. So Money Vista, you've got the planning and the information. Nutmeg, you've got just the implementation, the investment side of it. And the third one is something called LearnVest. Now this is US only at the moment, so we've been speaking to them recently, or my good friend Rich Allen has, the Power Planner. Hello Richard. He's been talking to them recently. Currently they have no plans to come to the UK, but I sort of mention it here as a good example of what's coming. There are 3 levels of planning on LearnVest. You have what's called a budgeting plan, a core financial plan, and a comprehensive financial plan. The prices are dirt cheap. It's like $69 for a budget plan, which is about 40 quid, up to $350 for the comprehensive one, which is about, I don't know, 230 quid, something like that. And that comprehensive plan, what happens is you answer a great questionnaire online, but then importantly, you get a phone call from a CFP, Certified Financial Planner like myself, who will talk to you about goals and ambitions and timescales and things like that. And that CFP will write a plan for you, fully personalized plan. And it's $350. You know, it really is dirt cheap. You get unlimited email access to that CFP for a year, 3 phone calls throughout the year. This really is the way it's going to go. 350 quid, access to a top, highly qualified financial planner and a personalised plan. It's scarily cheap. And could well work. Now, I don't know actually about implementation, whether they can then build, you know, your investments for you or whatever. That's something I need to look at. But in any case, it's US only at the moment, but so cheap, and yet it's looking really, really good. So this is how it's going to be done in the future, and I think people are going to get better outcomes at lower cost than they ever have from an insurance company or from a bank. This is the way it's going to be done in the future. Advisors like me will primarily deal with the top end of the market, wealthier clients who can pay fees, but ordinary people like you and I, with ordinary amounts to put away every month, ordinary plans and needs, we are going to turn online, and these are the kind of tools that people are going to use. So I think this is really exciting, one to watch. So check out those 3 sites and see what you think. Now, that's it. Just let me know what you think. I'd be really interested if you've got any questions or comments on that, but hopefully you found that useful and interesting. Next time I'm going to talk about what is an ETF. What is an ETF? Well, you'll have to tune in next time to find out. So thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you next time.